Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Donna here. Well, I'm going to be trying an experiment today. I've had a number of people ask if we could make bubble wreaths using 10-inch mesh. And I don't see any reason why you can't. I think there will be some changes. I think probably will take more than one roll because the bubbles won't be as big as they would be if you were using the 21-inch mesh. But other than that, I don't see the reason why you can't. And I have a feeling they'll be the perfect size wreath to fit between two doors, like a storm door up north. Been a long time since I've had one of those, but I know there's not a whole lot of space between that and your regular door. So I'm going to give it a try today. We're going to work on it together. And I do have two rolls of this mesh. I only have one unwrapped at this time because I'm going to just see if I can get through with one. If I can't, then I have the other one to work with too. So let's get started. I'm going to move you down to the desk. And before I do, I wanted to just say thanks so much for all of my subscribers. I have gone over, I'm almost up to 21,000 now, and this is absolutely astounding, amazing, and ridiculous, actually. But I'm having a grand time, and I hope you are too. We're going to be transitioning away from Christmas probably after this video. There might be one more, but I think what we're going to do in the meantime is to start to work on either spring wreaths or transitioning my home decor from Christmas to winter, because I won't put my spring up until probably March or April. But I don't want it to look like Christmas. And a lot of the decorations that I have can be transitioned from one to another, and those that can't, we'll do something different with. So after today or Friday, we'll start looking at winter decor. I really can't transition things like my centerpieces and things until after Christmas, so that'll be probably a week away for that. But in the meantime, let's get down to the table and see if we can make a bubble wreath using 10-inch mesh. Be right back. Okay, here we are. This is a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath form. This is the mesh that I'm going to be using. It's an ombre mesh, and it's a jute mesh. I have one of them unwrapped already, and it's on my roller over here. So I'm going to unwrap that one when I need it. I also have pipe cleaners cut in half, and I have 6 full-length pipe cleaners, and I'm going to explain why. One thing I'm going to try this time, just to be different, because there'll be small bubbles, is I'm going to put a full-length pipe cleaner on each of these 6 crossbars. And that way I'm going to attempt to maybe add some ribbon in just those 6 locations. I don't usually put ribbon in a bubble wreath except for a bow, if we use a bow. But I'm going to try it because I think the ribbons will still show above the wreath bubbles. So I'm just going around the middle 2, because that's the 2 you use for bubble wreaths. And I'm going in on this side and coming out on that side of the crossbar, and that just keeps it steady right there. And one more. Okay, so now I'm going to just take a zip tie to begin this. And I'm going to zip tie it. I'm actually going to tie it using one of these that I put on the crossbar. Okay. And I'll zip tie this down underneath when I finish. All right, so remember when you make a bubble wreath, you need to keep the open pieces underneath. I'm just going to use the same 10 inches and see how that works. So I'm going to, right now I'm going 15 to 25, and I'm coming right back up. I'm going over the middle two with my pipe cleaner. I'm pulling it tight. Hold the top of it with your thumb. That holds it tight against the frame while I'm twisting. Okay? Wherever I start, I go to 10 inches. And now I'm going right back up where I was before. Going over the middle two. Pulling it up tight. And twisting it. Now let's just spread these out a little and see what we've got here. Okay. And of course they slide around until you get enough on there to make them tight. Whoops, I don't need that full one. Ten inches each time. Pipe cleaner around the middle. Pull it up tight. And twist it off. Now I'm going to twist some of these together, and that keeps them tight. What I am going to do is get back here and use this zip tie on this mesh because it's kind of just in my way. So I'm just going to zip tie it down. Okay. Everybody all set for the holidays? Got all your Christmas shopping done, I'm sure. We got a special gift from one of our boys. We have two boys. One lives in Massachusetts with his family, and the other lives in Ohio with his family. And one of them sent us one of those Roomba floor cleaners, vacuums. So that'll be fun to use. And we were laughing because we have a cat who is a fraidy cat, I guess you'd call it. I'm going to move this down. I tend to keep moving, so let me put you down low enough so that you can see what I'm doing. She's afraid of people when they come to the door. She disappears under the bed. And we were laughing because I'm sure the Roomba is going to chase her under the bed. on the commercials, you see sometimes on YouTube and whatever, the cats are riding around on it and having a grand time. I can't see that happening here. But I can see it picking up a lot of cat hair, and that we have a lot of that. So there you go so far. You have to remember that it's not going to spread out quite as much as the others, so I'm not sure how much coverage you're going to get from the side, but we'll see. I think it'll be okay. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I have got 8 on here now, and I really could squeeze another one in this first section. So it obviously is going to take more, because normally 6 would be my maximum for the first section. I'll try going to the next section now and see how it goes. Oops. Now wait a minute. Before I go to the next section, I'm going to be using the full one. I bent it over and I didn't even see it. Okay. Here's the full one. Alrighty, now we'll go back to our half ones. I think that's twisted. Down around the middle 2. Pull it right up to the next one. And I'm going to take this one and push it up against one of the other ones. It is making very nice looking bubbles. It really is. And it's easy to keep this from getting twisted, or know whether you have twisted it, because of the ombre. It's red on one end and it's green on the other. So as long as the reds continue to come into the middle here, Every once in a while, go back and check and make sure that your edges are on the bottom, because it's easy to get it twisted. What do you think so far? I think it's looking excellent. Excellent. And I'm going to put this one in the crossbar. All right, so this is the crossbar. So then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the second one. 8 in the first one, 7 in the second one. And I'm going to continue going around, and I don't think you need to make me watch me make bubbles all the way around. And I'll come back when I get close to being at the end. Be right back. Okay, now let's see what I did here. This is how far I got with the first roll. I have one section here and a part of a section here. So it does take 2 rolls if you want to make them nice and tight. And I have attached the second roll here. I just attached it with a zip tie right alongside the other one. And now we'll finish this up. Oops, don't need a whole one. So I would say right now, so far, the only drawback is one of the things I really liked about making bubble wreaths with the 21-inch mesh is that it used all of the mesh on the roll. And you didn't have, well, that didn't even tie. Well, that was, well, I tied it to something, but it wasn't to the other end of the one I was working with. Oh, that was good. I can't talk and work at the same time. Well, let's just see what we got here. Oh, this is, okay. That's a crossbar one. They do tend to get in the way. Let me do that one again. Anyway, as I was saying, it doesn't, the reason I like using the 21-inch mesh is that it used up the whole roll, and you didn't have bunches of little rolls of partly used mesh left over. And with this, I'm obviously going to have quite a bit of leftover mesh on this second roll, because I don't have that far to go. But other than that, it seems to be working just fine. it takes a little longer because you have to make more bubbles. I'm going to do one more here and then we'll move on to the last section. Okay, now we'll go into the tie on the crossbar. That I untied from the crossbar so I could get this off. This is the small one that I attached to it by mistake. There we go. Let me put this back on now. Okay. Ends down. 10 inches. And tie her down. I'm waiting to see how many overweight UPS, FedEx, Prime drivers we get after Christmas. I'm sure you've all seen the goodie boxes that people put out. Well, I guess it really caught on. So they're probably getting all kinds of goodies. I think it's a great idea. Great idea. Whoever came up with that idea is wonderful. And we had a restaurant here just this past week that really did the pay it forward. It's unbelievable. And I'm just going to give some arbitrary numbers because I don't know the real ones. But table 15, when they went to pay their check, said they'd like to pay the check for table 16 also. Well, when table 16 found that out, they wanted to pay the check for table 14. And when table 14 found that out, they paid the check for table 12. And on and on and on and on and on, till there was only one person left, one table left. And I think everybody chipped in to pay his tab. And then everybody chipped in to give the wait staff, whoever, a nice tip. So that was a real act of kindness. And unfortunately, you don't have too many of those nowadays. But anyway, that's the Christmas spirit. Almost there. Little bugaboos get stuck to each other when they get close like this. I think I'm going to probably get 2 more. This one and one more. This is really beautiful. It really is beautiful. See, this ruffle is stuck to the other ruffle. The beginning is stuck to the end here. You know, I think I'll sneak one more. I have plenty of mesh. Okay. Put this down inside. Get us a zip tie. Secure it down. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. There you go. All right, let's see about the ribbons. I'm not sure, but we're going to see. Let's see. This is one here. I have these two ribbons. I have this one, and I have this one. And I'm going to just see how they look. I cut them 12 inches, and I really do think if I use them, I maybe will be trimming them. Well, let's just see. Let's try it again and see if we... It's easier to find the crossbars under here, I think. Maybe. There's one. This definitely warrants, I like the burlap ribbons because of the material of the mesh. I think they're kind of cute. And I'm thinking maybe the 12 inches is fine because they are down in the ruffles a little bit. So in order to make them show up, they have to come up above the bubble. I think they're cute. Adds a little something. Et je ne sais quoi. Or something like that. You want to bring them up so that you don't squish your bubbles. One more. Right here. Puff your bubbles up, get them up there. There you go. I think it's really, really great. I love it. I love that little extra touch. Okay, I'm going to take this upstairs and put it on the holder so we get a better view. And let me just get some measurements here now. This is about, let me put it down on the one here. It's about 20, maybe 21 inches wide. And well, here we are. About 5.5 inches tall. So I think that would fit between two doors. So I think this might be a very good alternative for bubble wreaths for people who have storm doors that they have to get between. So let me take it upstairs and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, there you go. I think it's excellent, absolutely excellent. And I like the addition of the little ribbon bundles. It's not too busy because I only used 2 ribbons, and they're the material of the ribbons fits this kind of a wreath very well. It doesn't disrupt the bubbles. Let's come around the side, and you can see that it's very full on the sides too. So there you go, folks. There's the answer to your question. Can you make a bubble wreath with 10-inch mesh? You certainly can, and it comes out just beautiful. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here and would like to see some more, please hit the subscribe button and the bell. And I'll be back again Friday with another project. Can't tell you I know what it's going to be yet, but I think it'll be a spring wreath until it's time for me to change over my decorations. So in the meantime, everybody have a safe afternoon. Stay warm, stay dry, stay cool, whatever your needs are. I'll see you Friday, and everybody play nice now. Bye-bye.